Okay everyone, this is our flipped classroom lesson on how to calculate percentages. In order to calculate percentages, you have to know why you're doing it and what it actually means. Because without this, it's not going to make a lot of sense. Percents mean parts of 100. It takes a ratio and converts it to a parts per 100 so that you can work with it. If your score, for example, on a test is 34 out of 40, you can calculate your percentage correct. There are two primary ways to do this. Now, you can do another one according to BrainPop, but these are the primary two ones. The first one is the box method, which is actually taking that percentage correct and making a ratio and a proportion. First, you set up the box and put 100 in the bottom right corner. The number correct goes in the top left, and the number or the whole test or how many questions it had were 40. Notice that the 40 and the 100 are side by side. That means that 100% of the entire test had 40 questions. After it's been set up, you can cross multiply and then divide. The equation becomes 34 times 100, and then you take that product and divide it by 40. 3,400 divided by 40 equals 85. So your answer is 85%. The other way to do this is by converting that percentage to a decimal. In order to do this, you have to understand how to divide decimals. Here you divide 40 into 34, which can't be done, so then you add a decimal point with zeros. 40 goes into 34.00. You get eventually 0.85, and then multiply that by 100, giving you an answer of 85%. Knowing how to set up the box is crucial. The setup is based on the information given in the question. If you don't do that correctly, you're not going to get the right answer. Here are several examples to help you do this. This one is you score 9 out of 12 on a quiz. What percentage correct is it? The box is set up 9 over 12 is equal to question mark over 100, giving you the equation of 9 times 100 divided by 12. That answer would be 75%. In the second example, an assignment is worth 150 points. Your score is 87%. How many points is that? In this one, the box is set up differently. 87 is written in the top right corner with 100 underneath it. 150 is written beside the 100 because the entire amount had 150 questions, leaving you with the equation 150 times 87 divided by 100. That equals 130.5 or 131 points. Here's the third example. The new sales price of a pair of pants I'd like to have is $25. If I know the pants have been marked down by 20%, what was the original price? Similar to the other one, 20 goes over what? Well, hold on a second. I'm sorry. I realized an error that I had. I did put 20 in the top right-hand corner, but then I remembered that that's not really going to give me anything. I have to do it by 80 first because $25 is 80% of the original price. Had I put 20 in that box, which is a common mistake, it would have told me that my original answer was $125. The reason for that is because the box is saying that $25 would only be 20% of the original price. But by doing the subtraction up front, with 100 minus 20 giving you 80, you set up the proportion correctly, giving you the original price of $31.50. Now you're going to try some numbers. Hit pause after the numbers scrolls, and then hit play at the end to check your answer. Here's your first example. You scored 17 out of 22 on a quiz. What's your number correct? Number 2. The original price for a computer I want is $899. The educator discount, however, makes the computer $849. What percent off do I get as a teacher? Number 3. Doritos normally sell for $3.19 a bag, but this week they are $2 each. How much of a sale is this by what percentage off? In number 1, the box is set up as 17 times 100 divided by 22, which gives me 77.27. Unless otherwise noted, percents should be rounded off to the nearest whole number. So 17 out of 22 gives you a 77%. In number 2, the equation becomes the quantity 849 times 100 divided by 899, which gives me 94%. That means that $849 is 94% of the original purchase price. So I then need to subtract 100 minus 94. That tells me that this price that they're giving is a 6% off sale. In number 3, the sale price is $2. The original price is $3.19. My equation becomes the quantity 2 times 100 divided by 3.19, which gives me 63%. Again, I need to subtract to figure out my final sale. 100 minus 63 is 37% off. Please watch this as many times as you need to give you the help that you need if I can't help you in class or if you want a refresher while you're at home. Thanks.